So glad I cleared that up. It's pretty dope. So I don't think it's raining as much anymore. So I think I can dip back over here. So this makes this really loud too. Me being in the tunnel and it's still raining. Crazy. So I gotta say this. Let me just read this. So as the biological origins of the nymphos and gene Isis, which is Genesis, crazy, is Egyptian gene Isis, and it was also said that the X-Men, all these fucking cars. It was also said that the X-Men was replicated after the Egyptian gods and red pill, blue pill. I mean, one of these intellectuals off of YouTube was saying that Thanos was a god in Egypt, and Storm was one of those other gods, and it was actually ancient Kemet, and that's the reason why they use Egypt in X Men because it was actually a replication. Well, through my experience, I'm actually seeing consistencies in that. You know, people want to use these consistencies in research, and I'm just spitting to you real. I'm seeing a whole lot of that, and I would kind of believe it, but I have to look more into it and then actually find out and actually learn. But through my experiences and what I'm saying and what I'm reporting, that's exactly what they be out here doing. And so if it's real, it's real. I would look into it. And it sounded like they knew what they was talking about, so I would vouch for that. Because I done seen it so many times. In this culture I've seen it. So gene ISIS. And it's really gene is just, your genes and ISIS is just everything. So Genesis, that's really that's really Adam and Eve. That's the same deal. That's crazy. So Genesis, the beginning of all, crazy, is accurate then. So would it be that the fact, this is what I wrote, that we were children before we were adult like beings through evolution? Like I said, nymphs and nymphos, we were children, we had to evolve into being adult and adults. Uh, not we grew with age, but we grew with the expansion of the universe, and that's what grew us into adults from generation to generations and thousands and tens of thousands of, like, millions of years until we turned into adults. From being fabricated nymphos, we had like a standard line, and that's also evident in like historic documents that we were actually really small people before, and then we were all different shapes and sizes and types of deals, even giants, you know what I'm saying? So, we even grew really tall, but I'm just gonna have to stick with facts and not a lot of these documents, because it gets kind of trippy, when we try to, because they even institutionalize us with so-called historical facts. So just to trip us out, just to trip us up. Anytime we have a conversation, anytime we have an intellectual conversation, we gotta second guess ourselves because we don't actually know the truth, and we don't ever spit it from the dirt. Like, we don't ever tell the truth from the dirt, and if we don't tell the truth from the dirt in like concocted historic documents, we will never find out the truth, and we will never find out solutions. And those people that made those documents for those people that are trying to maintain control will maintain the control. Well, be in the hands of the people that they wanted to remain in, instead of the people that are trying to find real life solutions. Not saying that you will be lost in it if you do not know the truth. What I'm saying is that you will find a way as long as you continue to fight for the light to party. You know what I'm saying? I hope you like that. But take that. You know what I'm saying? It was still, nature would still find a way. No doubt. So, but we were children before. And the word, it's more than just a word. It has to do with, water pressure, our atoms, us starting as microorganisms. Then growing up from that, we had to be small before we got big. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep simply putting it. I'll even go into depth and do some more research just to put it forth. You got police looking at me like I'm fucking crazy, but motherfucking around here drifting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody to be fucking found. It's like, it ain't never the nigga, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's somebody over there. This should be fucking bullshit. I'll be up there chilling, listening to my music. The motherfuckers out here fucking speed racing, you know, fucking, you know, Fast and Furious Midnight Club out this bitch and your brand new Kia, Toyota. Hang on, my granny had a Kia, but just to spit it to you even more in depth. But we were these children before um, we were adults in terms of universal fabrication, not fabricating, but not fabricating as fabricating a lie, but fabrication as we continue to evolve into these standing beings. So you actually get this information from the word nymphs, and if that doesn't correlate, then you can get that word from children because it goes chi lie. Uh, oh no, it goes chi isle. Chi Io. So Chi is Jin in Io is a string that says I will go forward, and D is a continuation of the word that will continue to live on and continue to evolve and advance from being being Chi, being that fire, being that being, and it will continue to live on and become uh, an adult. It will continue to become whatever that gene is from that chi standpoint. You know, instead of looking at, oh, okay, trying to spit, trying to say, oh, okay, because that kid's going to be an adult. No, you have to listen to the word. It says chi. It says chi, chi, and then I'll. That means it's speaking upon myself. That means my chi, me myself, will be. I will continue on. I will be a child. I'm a child right now, but the word child says I am a child, like I will continue on. Child, that is a child. So when you say child, this is that deep crazy word this is that deep crazy wordplay. When it says child, that means I will continue on and grow. That word in itself says I will continue on and I will grow. So as a child, as a chi-ild, as a chi-ild, you were a genetic being, and you inevitably were going to grow anyways. You know what I'm saying? And if they want to take it there, then go back into nature and tell them niggas, oh, you ain't supposed to be doing this and that left and right. And they were nymphos and fabricators, and nymphs mean they were small. That means they were small and they were childlike beings. They were kids. They were little kids, and as of being a fabricator, nymphonic fabricator, that were abundant elementals that had constant sex with one another, using their colors of their domains and realms. That's where you get romantic, because it's a domain and you're in a realm and you are being passionate, so you are realmatic. You are romantic. You know what I'm saying? With each other, being intimate. You're being romantic. Crazy, huh? So they don't want to say that. They want to go, oh, this is the law, nigga. No, you ain't making no sense, nigga. Why you ain't got kids? You know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with the system. You don't know how much you holding yourself back from this shit. But, so this is where you get chi-ild from, child. And that means my energy of the universe continues and through the cosmos as more. Child, and those nymphos were mini-me's, miniature versions of us. They were fabricators and they had sex, passionate sex, to make our world today, which is also true in kinetics. Kinetics, which is a static clean, which is the beginning of the universe, is also translated into that. So they were elementals, and they were in our frequencies that we still use in the Kundalini process. That's why it's always an elevation. So if this is all this is all that we see, and all the origins correlating has a consistency, which you will have Adam and then Eve. Adam with Eve becomes an angel, and all life from its beginnings to even the beginning of life through harmony emits a frequency of light that continues to evolve. That means we started from the ground up. That means that is also a consistency and evidential processing of information that says we were children before we were adults. Blessed. And we were nymphos, and we were all elementals. So there weren't beings before us. They weren't natural. They weren't beings before us as nymphos. So for that to be, that means we had to be there had to be not a stigma, not in a place in which we had problems. We had to be in an existence in which we had to be these beings and constantly fabricate and passionately uh, be intimate with one another, just to be safe for you PG-13 people who are out there doing the most wrong. You know what I'm saying? Behind closed doors with affairs and love and soap operas, because y'all doing some crazy. And we trying to bust out of here for everybody, being the light, but you can't judge them. And I shouldn't speak in that tone because I should know better. But I'm just acting naturally, so I'm just telling the truth. So so from that these fabricated nymphs had to be in an existing time for a very long life cycle until they actually evolved from fabricators, elementary fabricators, and build through sex, and constantly have to have sex with each other until they harmonicize all of their frequencies into a new being, and then you will evolve and grow into probably a preteen or a teen or even an adult and stuff. But they were still nymphos at that time. Another consistency in the information. Yo, open your mind. And that's what also you get um the balance of and the symmetry of all things through these nymphos, just to back the word nymphos and niggas and niggers and stuff like that, and the phonetics of all colors and which it all came from, which would be our skin and so on and so forth. We're all special though. We're all completely special. You know what I'm saying? Other people have different elements from black people that we just don't have. You know what I'm saying? Just because we cool, we rock it. You know what I'm saying? Because we come from the origins, and we just like that. You know what I'm saying? But they got elements that we don't have, and we ain't got to be envious. We just love it because y'all got it. It's something special. You know what I'm saying? Not saying if y'all wasn't here, we wouldn't be bored. It wasn't like that. It was meant to be, and we enjoy y'all being here. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. So but you gotta but that also comes along with the harmonics, the harmonizing balance of all things when it comes to straight colors, which means they will have a complete equal equation to frequencies. That means everything had no other choice but to be symmetrical as things were being formed from the beginning of time. So it did not have to be. Once again, that would also back the and discredit the Big Bang Theory. It did not have to be a bang. Everything had to just be musical. You know what I'm saying? You get a great tape. You get a great tape, a great understanding, a great track. You build a being. You formulate another animal, another being, another human. Anything that you could conjure up through the collaboration and the love of to being intimate with one another, through incest, through your ancestry or bloodlines, for people that have passed on you receive this information to embark into incest to put back into the universe that would also reinforce and reapply the consistency of um, of us being incest trio with one another. It's our origins. That's just what we did. That's just who we are. You know what I'm saying? I would say go beast over there. So this is the point I'm trying to get to. So another consistency, just to show y'all that I know what I'm talking about, would be since everything was completely symmetrical and frequented, and we were nymphos, fabricators of the universe, and everything is true. That means the word Orisha is true because women, like men, as an atom, it would just say is. This place just is. It's all around me. Adam would say that because he is an atom and everything is just is. I am he within she. I am inside of the womb and the womb is around me. This just is and I'm alive. All I have to do is grow and keep and go for the light when I come out of the womb. Now, you speak to the woman as you were having sex. She had sex with you because she wants that sperm inside of her because she wants that child, and as that child is growing inside of her, her mind is 3D printing is printing that child inside of her stomach from what she wants from the universe that she took in to be incest, which means to form inside, once again using that sperm which is colored to be ancestral on the inside, so that what is it to be ancestral on the inside, and to form that child. And she would call that man Orisha. She would say that she would call him Orisha, and that would mean I wish, or wish, like I wish, or wish, or I wish, you know what I'm saying? This is what I wish. So that is why that man is called Orisha. And that is also why you would get that. So that is also in cooperation and alignment with that information. There's also consistency, bro. Happy. So I'm tripping on every note. Give me a second. I got some people coming. Same deal. Yeah. They're gonna watch this conversation straight up. Yeah. Yeah. that it wasn't in the very northern section, and then first turn you were
Yeah. Very important. It's 11:50, man. I don't see why niggas don't ask for that shit when it need to be done. Okay. I left a note for myself, but apparently got messed up. So, man, this is a good one too. I guess I can come back out, but man, I hate going inside and have to come back out and stuff. So let me see what this is. RIP. So it's some laws down the street. I hate when people like they side with that shit. Like they'll pass you up and be like, "Oh yeah, you're black," and there's some some cops down the street. Like it's like, okay, why don't you stand up and just stand up for what's right and just pass me and be cool? Like just salute the fact that you're proud of yourself. For standing up for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Instead of falling into that stereotype that everybody's trying to perpetuate just because color of our skin and people that are doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's a completely bad idea, mentality to have. You know what I'm saying? And it's not cute. It doesn't give you any points. It's like it's getting you a corporate job. Like, oh yeah, how you feel about, like, they won't ask you, but they ever see that in the instance, then they be like, well, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And that'll give you points, and as well as the people you hang around. You know what I'm saying? So they do that to attribute and appeal to like this society because it means that you're safe, and what it is, it means that you're safe, and you don't care about others and what's right and what's wrong. You know, seeing that you're peacekeepers and shit like that. So you feel what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, and I hit y'all back up later.